Okay, round 2. But it comes out what you said though, man. You know, blue team attacked as a group. Results.
Yeah, it's such an undervalued tactic to actually move up as one, and it's something that I always advocate. You really do need to move up as one, and obviously at the same time keep an eye out for lock and loads, because they will wreck you.
Yeah, as I said, it's like you're stipended 1 crit a week with the lock and load. Use it wisely. Because if it ever lands in a group, oh dear God, the entire Earth is destroyed. Anyway, let's see what's going on with the teams. I'm feeling that this red team has got, you know, something in the back that I think they can win this still.
4, 3, 2, 1.
They might be doing a bit of a Gohan here, and you know what? Just be awesome, you'll win. I don't know who that was. Wristwatch there to find Crockett's like nobody's business. Oh, there's the Kritzbowl. Is it going to work? Yeah, okay, that medic using the Kritzbowl nicely. Unfortunately, that Scut is invulnerable.
Yeah, nice choice of Medigun there. I mean, that's always my favourite option, but yeah, didn't really connect anywhere at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I think 1 or 2 people, but not really many. One thing I am seeing though, this red team is defending quite nicely. I think if they have a little bit more coherency, they might do a bit better.
Yeah, and they actually, there was another crits thrown off there. They're actually getting a really good string of Ubers going along, actually.
Oh, right now, I'm concentrating on Darweed here. He's doing a nice bit of work, but he's unsupported. Now, as you know, my favourite policy defending is that you centre around the sentries, use them as a backup when your team goes down a bit. And you know, he's not feeling supported. He's not feeling confident. If he had some teams around, a bit of team around him, I think he'd feel a lot better. Oh, by the way, Darweed is an engineer. I just can't shout that out yet. I mean, for those on YouTube, I'm not saying anything evil. That's the thing, I can't really contact an engineer so well, partially for that reason, because I don't want to give away their positions. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, 9 minutes on the clock. I think Red are coming back here. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, they're doing a really nice job. I think it is in part to the Kritzbowl. I'm always going to lend credit to the Kritzbowl. That is such a good choice for defense, especially with the demos that we're seeing on here.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Kritzbowl is a lovely defensive one. But on the attack, you've got to be careful. You've got a really good teammate to know when to use that right.
Yeah, I think Kritzbowl on attack, it only really works when you've got another medic as well using an Uber.
Well, Retech there, nice bit of work. Takes up Darweed's stuff there, and Blue breeze on through. Now, that's exactly what I said would happen. Well, not so much exactly what I said, but Darweed was not supported. He was the only guy covering the point with a sentry, and he got taken out. You need the team on that guy. So, what do you think Red Team should be doing at this point, man?
It's difficult to say. I mean, really, they've got to set up a defense. Hopefully, try and push it back towards the exits near Blue's side of things, rather than leaving it right next to the point. That's the main thing, really. So many people just huddle around the point hoping to defend it. They're going to get killed eventually if they do that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. If you do that, you let Blue march right up. One good Uber can take out the entire lot, and that's, you know, a real problem. They need to ideally push back, get kind of that whole second area under their belt. If you can do that, you've got a good defense going. It's really hard to break out that. But look at Blue Team now. I mean, these guys are keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, they've got pretty much someone at every sort of possible entrance into this area. It's going to be hard for Red to keep this going, I think.
No, that's the thing. I'm wondering, you know, if Blue Team have like a teleporter up somewhere here or there, because this is the thing. I'm wondering if they've got a good engineer on their team. You know, the kind of engineer that as soon as the point gets taken, moves up, builds a teleporter, level 3, bam, get going, team. Saying that though, I think Red are beginning to recover. It's looking good. They're just about taking the courtyard area.
Yeah, they've definitely caught a break, although, I don't know, Blue certainly don't seem to be relenting. Not sure how long it's going to last. I don't know, red numbers getting further and further back seem to be getting less and less.
Yeah, I should look at studying more point 1. Red made a nice bit of counter-attack there and might have given them some breathing room. But yeah, what Blue team ideally need is they need to get an engineer in a good position, get a teleport up and running and keep their pressure on. I mean, in my opinion, so many Blue attacks failed simply because there's not an engineer on the team that's setting up a good teleporter.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you get a good red sort of counter-attack as well, that can basically eat up a good minute or so if you haven't got anybody to bring you to the front in sort of lickety-split time. If you've got to walk all the way from your spawn up to second point, that is going to take a good minute at the least.
And also it brings to one of my other favourite factors in the game, is the invisible factor, and that's morale. I mean, it's so draining when you're not playing heavy. I am heavy. I die. And then you pretty much have to walk all the way up to the point again, and it's like, oh god, really?
Yeah, with a heavy, make that minute more like 2 or 3, actually.
Yeah, so I mean, you need heavies, you need the fat man. Oh, I think we're seeing that Kritzbowl again. Maybe didn't come to work as well as it should have done, but still really fun. In my opinion... Oh, there goes the Kritzbowl. It's 1 kill, 2 kill. This guy's on an 9 point killing streak. Can he keep it going? Oh, that's 1 on that gun. Yeah, nice work there from Mitch and Medic there. That was very good.
Yeah, that's the kind of Kritzbowl that you need to be seeing in a game like this. That was some really nice timing there from the Medic as well.
Part of me wants to see like a combo taunt in which that you have the Medic with a Kritzbowl, kind of Medic linked to somebody else with a melee weapon, and all of a sudden it goes to He-Man mode, like sparkling up in the air. I have the power, because that is exactly what Kritzbowl is, really.
It is pretty much. That's got to be something to have with the heavy. I mean, the heavy is too perfect not to have a quote like that.
I have the power. Bad heavy imitation is bad.
It's strange how the biggest character in the game is also the cutest.
He is, really, isn't he? I mean, he gets like the pony gear.
Yeah, if you put one of the Christmas hats on him, he's just such a darling. I love the heavy.
Yeah, oh man, that use of darling. It is one of those weird, awkward, weird English terms. You're not exactly gay. You're not really gay, but you look adorable in a very 40s, 50s way. So specific. Anyway, back to the game and less on 50s English commentary. I think Blue are getting their game on here, but very slowly. Now I'm seeing like Not So Sim Shady, they're trying to get the back there, trying to take a club of teleporters, but Blue team aren't having it.
And they're definitely keeping the pressure on. I don't know whether or not it might be a little bit too trickly though. Most of that attack was shut down by Red.
Yeah, it's looking weird. Blue are actually attacking quite hard in places, but Red are counter-attacking very hard in others. It's difficult to say. There's a lot of people everywhere. Very hard to keep an eye on. Now, one thing that can be a big problem in these games is when you have an engineer that basically over-prioritises building a teleport on the right-hand side for Blue. Because it basically causes a cluster, and Blue just have this 1 or 2 doors they can come out of, and Red just easily counters that.
Yeah, I mean, really, what you should be doing is moving them up, but keeping them out of harm's way while they're moving up, and let them do a little bit of the legwork near the end, because otherwise it is just going to be, you know, tunnel vision for Red, and all they have to do is shoot in one place. Yeah, because what I'm seeing here, we're seeing a couple of Blue guys, they're getting the right idea, which is approach the left of the point. Use those rocks, especially for a demo man, fire over them and just start bombarding those engineer positions, and you'll win the game so easily that way. Yeah, actually, a lot of people do seem to be attacking rather than around there. They seem to be going for the ledge, especially the demo man. And, you know, it's not something that the demo man has an advantage with corners. it's not really going to work to their advantage.
Now that's heavy territory right there. I mean, that corner, if you can get around that corner nicely, heavy can really bugger up stuff there. Oh, I just wanted to remind listeners, we're basically doing a commentary. If you don't want to listen to us, please go to the mute menu and, you know, mute us there. It'll be a lot easier. Now we're back to the game. Okay, got my eye on Retech there. Oh. I think he's got the idea. Although Mitch is pretty much, nah, Crockett that guy, he's a problem.
I think with some slightly, not to say that his aim was bad, but with some slightly adjusted aiming, that could have been it for one of those sentries.
Yeah, no, he just didn't get the right place, and that's that kind of blind fire right there. Oh, nice stab there from Waterloo. Just caught that guy completely by surprise. Oh, wow, I think there's some action going on here. Oh, Blue are in for the point. Can they take this? It's looking good. Very nicely done from Blue there. Okay, round 3. Now, I think it was a good balanced game there from both teams.
Yeah, that was some... Red actually really did make that last a decent amount of time. So, I don't know, with the amount of time that Blue have to attack on this, I don't know. It's going to be difficult, but Red did certainly put up a good fight then.
No, especially Midge and whoever the, I think it was Fufo there. Lovely bit of medic work between them.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, especially with the Kritzbowl as well. I mean, I cannot say enough good things about that weapon.
Yeah, personally, as you know, I'm always more of the Uber player. Personally, I like getting through the big sentry points. In my opinion, sentries are the biggest stopping factor against a pushing team. So if you can get rid of those, you can just keep pushing. Whereas the crits, on the attack, not so good. On the defense, oh, it's lovely. And in this map with the Demo Man, it's ruinating. The Demo crits.
Especially with the sort of like tight corners and everything that this map has, that can be deadly.
Well, Midge and Salva there, just critting away. Where is the opposition? I would firmly like to destroy them. Oh, that was a nice bit of tactics there. Oh, he got caught! Didn't see the net there from behind. He thought he got the entire blue team, but one straggler. That was a little unfortunate, but, you know, that can happen. I think Red Team also trying for the seldom seen, much feared demo camp, spawn camp. That's the thing, you know, if Red Team's spawn camping Blue, something's going wrong. Yeah,
and it's a dirty tactic, but it's so easy to counter, and you know, so many teams don't realise that.
One thing you need to do at the start of a game is throw out Ubers just to get that expansion room. If you don't throw out Ubers, it's your own damn fault as a team. Of course you're not going to push up against the enemy's Kritzkriegs. Because that's the Uber right there. It's the hard counter and also the, the Vaccinator. Another good hard counter against the Kritzkrieg.
Oh yeah, the first time I was sort of going Kritzkrieg and I was countered by a Vaccinator, I really didn't expect it. That is really where the Vaccinator shines.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You need to get those Ubers out there, push them out, get them away. But yeah, this blue team is having a real problem here, trying to break out. They're getting stuck on the staircase. Red are all over the place. Now 8 minutes on the clock. What do you say the chance here of blue getting a push out? Oh, hang on.
I don't know. This could decide it.
Oh yeah, can Dinozo do it? Okay, he's got down the sentry. Can he get down the second sentry? He took out one sentry, yes. But what about second sentry?
The control point is being captured.
Oh, look at him. This guy's a champ. He's on the point. Dinozo, can he do it? Get on the point. Oh, that was beautiful done.
Oh, that was brilliant. That really gave Blue some space to breathe as well. It just taking down, you know, 2-3 of the main players and that sentry. That's really let them come out of their shell now.
Yeah. Again, that's the thing, that awareness. That guy knew what needs to be done. Basically, bought them the time. Oh, what's going on? Ooh, I think that was a spy cap going on there. Sorry, you were saying, man.
Yeah, I mean, that one Uber it shows how important an Uber is and sort of how important teamwork is. That one Uber basically paved the way for blue, and now they've really pushed up nicely.
Yeah, they pushed up nice. I think red are counter-attacking equally as well. I mean, that spy cap panicked red a bit, and I do like when this occasional spy cap is going on. It does make red team go, oh wait, are we a bit too far up? And then it's brown trousers time when he gets halfway to cap.
Yeah, I love the spy cap, or like a bonk scout cap on this point is fantastic, especially, if you can get it in as soon as that first point is capped, it can basically destroy red in one fell swoop.
Yeah, and you can't need to in this one. This is a really hard map to win through. Oh, it's the Kritzbowl. Oh, I think he only got one kill in there, but still, good effort. But as we said though, this is Demo Man country right here. You get a Critz demo in this area, oh, all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, just standard Demo Man as well in here. It's just corners and traps. It's so perfect just to set up stickies here and there. Something I haven't seen actually is the Scottish Resistance, which on a map like this really could work ideally.
Yeah, the problem I find the Scottish Resistance, I think it's a very tricky gun to use. I think it's for a very defensive style of play. I mean, we see a lot of Demo Men, do that thing of leave behind the stickies in a one-way area and force them to run through it to blow them up.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite a situational weapon to be using, but I don't know, it could work to their advantage here.
Oh, I think we're saying it's Dinozo again. He's been Ubered. Can he make it work? He's trying to cap. He did try to cap. Oh, somebody got a sneaky sentry up there. Nico Link there. Nice bit of work, that. Now I'm missing a lot. What do you think's going to happen, man?
Well, I mean, for a second there, I was pretty sure that was going to be a blue rollover, but I don't know. The skill is definitely evened out. They're both playing really nicely, so I'm not sure. It's going to be difficult to call.
Yeah, the thing is, Blue have got 9 minutes on the clock. They're on the last corner. They've got those facts to their advantage there. But it's the last corner, and it's one of the hardest places to charge through.
Yeah, although, we have, they do seem to be keeping up the, keeping their presence felt on there. So, I don't know, at the moment, I think I might be favouring blue, just for the time being.
Oh yeah, Samo's there, takes out Nico Link's gear, sentry stuff. That's a nice bit of work that gets out of the way. Zippy Moonflower there, completely punks that guy using Criticola. Now, the thing is here, actually, I find this one of the really tricky areas to get a good, forward NG placement for blue going. It usually gets destroyed every single time red attacks.
Yeah, it's sort of difficult to prioritise what building you put up first because, as standard, there's going to be lots of your teammates hanging around this one area. So do you go for a dispenser or do you go for a sentry so that you can put everything else up safely? It's a tricky one, that area.
Oh, I think we've got something going on at the last point. There's an Uber, there's some derpiness. No, it's gone. Blue was capping, and it's gone. Okay, sneaky scout, Zippy trying to get in there. Ooh, nice shot from Link yet there. There's one thing you do have to like about the Mashner is, if you do get that kind of kill, everybody will know.
Yeah, that noise there is just basically just bragging rights in a sound file.
Yeah, it's pretty much just having a kill counter on a strange weapon, but sound activated. Oh no, where'd that Uber go? Oh, he kind of saved it, Dinozo, but he's not got an Uber anymore. That has been the most derpiest attack I've seen. He kind of jumped in, jumped out the hole, jumped back in the hole again. That happens in this game.
Yeah, there seems to actually be a lot of blue just falling straight in the ditch. I don't know what it is, but I don't know, that could have ended the game there. So, I don't know, Red should thank their blessings for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, things we're not seeing here. We're seeing blue Ubers. Dinosaur's getting them a lot of them, but I feel a soldier's not going to cut it here. A heavy would do really well. They can deal a lot of damage very quickly.
Yeah, I think with a corridor as long as that, it's all too easy for red to just move straight out of the way. Whereas a heavy, you know, they can keep tracking everybody on the enemy team and lay down some really nice damage, and obviously move up as well and allow the rest of the team to keep going too.
I mean, that's the thing actually. I mean, heavy is not so good at range, but if they can always get closer. And if the rest of the team's behind them, they can help out take out long range targets. Blue, I think, are really trying to make a push here now. There it goes. Can they get rid of it? Dinozo once more. Okay, he's cleaning house. Can blue team get on this?
The final control point is being contested.
He's looking good. So much dirt. There's the heavy.
The final control point is being contested.
Nicely done. That was again, the entire team went in.